Facebook sends you free leads so that you never have to spend money on Facebook ads, that you never have to worry about posting all over social media. You never have to worry about where your next client is coming from. That's what I'm going to share with you today. Please be as interactive as possible in the chat box. I love speaking live, and you just don't get that. Obviously, coronavirus has kind of locked us down, so please do be engaging. So I like to kind of feel that energy. So we've got I hope I say your name right. Draginja? Yes, I want. Yes, please. Beautiful. Awesome. So congratulations on being here. The decisions you've made today to be here is really going to help you to rapidly grow your business. Thank you for being here. You could be spending time doing anything else right now, but with me, friends, family, loved ones. So thank you so much for investing in you and your business. Absolutely welcome. It's great to have you with us. Take notes. Ask questions. I'd love for you to feel free to screenshot any slides that particularly stand out to you today. My goal is to give you as much information and will be sent to you. So I recently had the biggest personal development event company in the world. We don't have a tribe. We'll send you free leads. That's right. No need to waste money on Facebook ads. And the 3 absolutely necessary steps required to shift from tribe to authority, creating endless book speaking and media opportunities. And finally, how to easily and reliably build a tribe that will result in you never having to worry about lead generation again. If you stay until the end, you'll have the exact steps required to take you from struggling to market your business online to building a movement that positions you as an authority, resulting in your perfect prospects hunting you down. Are you ready? Plus, I like to be upfront at the beginning. So if what I'm going to share with you today inspires you to want to build your own tribe, ensure that free leads are coming into your business on a daily basis, and that you never have to spend money on marketing again, I would like to show you how you can work with me and the team to launch your tribe in just 14 days for only $47, the price of one meal. So my goal is to give you nothing but value. If you'd like to work with me on that at the end, $47, and I'll show you exactly what that includes. No $2,000 products here. So you're here because you have an online business or market your business online. You're wasting time posting all over social media with little or no response, which certainly isn't turning into sales, revenue, or income that you're hoping for. You've invested money into paid marketing spend, but you haven't achieved the return on investment that you deserve. And you're like this little cat. This little cat's waiting for his milk, and there's no milk in the bowl. But you're hungry to make your business a success. Let's talk about the 3 biggest challenges facing every single business. Number 1, the ever-changing algorithms. You're posting on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, across social media, and those algorithms are changing with me, which means that less people is seeing your content, less of your audience is seeing your content. Increase paid marketing spend. Facebook ads costs are increasing. Google, any paid marketing opportunity right now or avenue right now, the costs are increasing, especially as we head towards the end of the year. We're now heading into Black Friday. We're heading into elections in the US, increasing the cost of advertising online. And gaining traction above the noise. As soon as you jump into Facebook, you know that your Facebook feed is full of just noise. And your audience are experiencing exactly the same. They jump on Facebook, there's noise. What makes you stand out above all the rest? That's what we're going to focus on today. You see, it's my belief that in a world of a population of nearly 8 billion people, the 10,000 people within your niche woke up this morning shedding private tears because they need a solution to their problem. You have that solution, but they just don't know that you exist. Is it true that in a world of 8 billion people, 10,000 people woke up this morning needing you and what it is that you have to offer and your uniqueness that you have to share and bring to the world to change and transform lives? Yes, it's absolutely true. And that's what we want to focus on today. You building your tribe of 10,000 people, increasing your income and your impact. Do you believe it's true that 10,000 people within your niche woke up this morning needing you? Comment in the chat box and let me know. I really want to hear from you as to whether that connects with you. It's really important to me. So we have a mission with our work to transform 10,000 lives. So these are our clients: 10,000 female entrepreneurs to flourish, be filled and free of anxiety and depression; 10,000 people to achieve self-actualization. These are comments from my clients: 10,000 people, connect them to their life purpose; 10,000 people, 1,000 people here. We've got 10,000 people, spread knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So that's my goal today, for you to build your tribe of 10,000 people. Let me introduce you to Kat Dunn, who's running a coaching business full-time but didn't have a strategy. Kat tried paid ads. She was focusing on Facebook, but she couldn't seem to convert clients in a way that would make her business financially successful, and was about to give up. We'll get back to Kat later. Oh my God, I love Kat, says Charles. Reese Badkin, launched in the UK and now living in Australia, been here for 8 years or so. And I'll never forget the night that my marriage ended. My wife walked out and I turned to Google and I Googled the most quickest and painless way to die. That night, I attempted to take my own life, and I came up with a crazy idea to lease a 200-acre island in Fiji. And let me just pause here for a minute. So my marriage ended. I was excommunicated from, and yet I can't secure a 6-figure book deal. I approached TV producers. They said no. I approached media. They said no. I approached book publishers. They said no, because it was an idea. It was just an idea, right? And so TV producers said, well, there's TV shows out there. There's one called Survivor on an island. There was a TV show in the UK called Shipwrecked, based through that audience, that it would totally transform my life. Let me ask you a question today. How many of you have an idea, a belief, a modality, a strategy, a tool, level that you see it in your mind, feel it in your heart, that it would change your life and most probably change the world? Brandy says, I know that happened. And the result was 200 media outlets all over the world shared this story. This was 3 months after I attempted to take my own life. I had interest from 60 TV production companies. It was filmed, the whole thing, for 18 months, and became a TV show in 3 countries, and secured a 6-figure book deal. It was called, the concept was called Tribe Wanted. I starred in my own TV show that I created based upon this idea, and the concepts, the principles that I embedded in this idea, I've built in my business and many businesses since. The results: $20,000 to speak on stage for 45 minutes, employed by TV shows to create media attention grabbing stories, and I've created many more, shining down on me. And I went back in my mind to that moment where I turned to Google in this dark room with empty beer cans around me. I Googled most quickest and painless way to die. And I was thinking about how I didn't Google coach, consultant, experts. I didn't impact people significantly.
Speaker, author, and founder money and like
have a product. And then there's testimonials on your website and people doubt, are they real? Right? So you post all over social media, you encourage people to head to your website to book in a call or buy a product. They see testimonials. Are they real? Are they not real? Right? That's the old model of building a coaching business. It surprises most people to know that the first $1 million that I made in my business, I did so without having a website whatsoever. I built a tribe. The old model of building an online business is dead. The new model is building a tribe. So what is a tribe? Well, let me get clear here. Let's start with what a tribe isn't. A tribe isn't Facebook page likes. It's not Instagram followers. It's not YouTube views or subscribers. It's not LinkedIn connections or even a Facebook group in and of itself. A tribe is social media platform agnostic. And it's important that we know this. So we start with a Facebook group for the reasons that I'm going to share with you today. But a true tribe is social media platform agnostic. I'm constantly saying to my audience, if Facebook closed down tomorrow, if Instagram, YouTube, if they closed down tomorrow, would your audience be hunting you down because they miss your content and they miss your community? If not, you simply have fans, likes, and followers. You don't have a tribe. Social media platforms are vehicles for the tribe. They are not the tribe itself. Great, Mark, but what is a tribe? Cool, let's get to it. A tribe is a group of people who are connected to an unstoppable dream. connected to an authentic leader, and are like-minded people who are also in for fast pursuit of achieving that unstoppable dream in their life. So there's a goal, vision, journey that we are on together that we're going to go all out to achieve in every area of our lives. So we focus on Facebook groups. And again, I'll explain why shortly. But a Facebook group needs 4 things to be a tribe: an unstoppable dream, an authentic leader who steers a tribe towards that dream, multiple ways to connect with one another and fuel that dream, and a way to monetize that tribe. 4 things there. Unstoppable dream, write this down. Authentic leader, I've just smacked myself in the nose. Multiple ways to connect with one another and monetize. That's what I want you to focus on and write down right now. And how do we do that? Well, we do that utilizing the Tribe to Authority formula. My Tribe to Authority formula is movement, monetization, and media. We have to build the movement first. It's so important that we build a movement first. I see so many coaches, consultants, experts, online business owners. They build courses and they create programs and offerings and trainings, and they launch them to the world. And guess what? Nobody buys them. And they don't buy them for 2 reasons. 1, because you don't have an audience. You've got nobody to sell them to. And secondly, because you thought that the idea was a good idea. The course, the program, the thing was a good idea. You don't know if your audience needed it, right? It drives me insane. I see so many people launch podcasts, self-publish books, try to get in the media without having a tribe. Nobody's going to, if you don't have an audience, nobody's going to buy the book. I know so many coaches who have published books and they're all in the garage, right? People that have spent thousands of dollars on beautiful websites that nobody goes to. If you build it, they will come. Doesn't happen, doesn't work. That stuff is for the stuff of movies, not real life. We build a movement first, build an audience first, and learn how to connect with your audience at a deeper level, right? Once we build that relationship with the audience, we can then start to understand the needs of the audience. So I did this exact same thing. I launched my first online program. Nobody bought. I knew that I had to build an audience. And therefore, I decided I was going to create a Facebook group. Best place to build a group, best place to build an audience, build a tribe on social media, hands down. Yep. And the reason for that is because with Facebook, we'll get into a minute, but Facebook pages are pay to play. LinkedIn, people are going in to promote their own stuff with their barriers up. It's sell my stuff, but don't sell to me. Facebook groups have a beautiful algorithm that will benefit you and send you free leads. We'll talk about that shortly. So I made a decision that I was going to build a tribe of 3,000 people. It took me 3 months. And during those 3 months, I was going to give value, just give lots of value. And during that time, I had people reach out to me saying, Mark, this content is awesome. How can you become my coach? So I work with people on a one-to-one level. They were paying me to understand the wider needs of my audience because their problems were representative of the needs of my audience. So they were paying me to understand the content that should be in the course. And so I was building a relationship with my audience. It took me 3 months. And then I launched my first online program based upon the fact that I understood their needs. So the program I knew was in direct response to their needs. I then had built a relationship with them. So when I launched, I had people who wanted to buy, and I generated $100,000 in 7 days. It was game changing for me. So build a movement, learn how to monetize that movement, and then the media. I see so many people trying to appear in the media and grow their profile and doing it in the wrong way, leaving money on the table. If you listen to a radio interview or you see somebody on TV and they mention the website, how often do you go to their website? You don't, right? But if you say, well, join my community, your listeners can join my community of like-minded people who are on a journey together to achieve X, then you found your tribe, you found your people, you're there, you're joining. You're Googling or you go to Facebook and you're joining. Right? I spoke to somebody recently, very well known in his country on TV every single week, newspapers, radio, every single week. And he said, Mark, 3 weeks ago, I was trying to save my business from going bankrupt. Can you help me? And he was in the media, but he didn't have a way to monetize, and he certainly hadn't built a movement. So movement, monetization, media, right? So let's kick off with movement. There are 8 tribe builder principles, and I want to share with you the first 3 today, the first important 3 steps that you need to have in your business that will enable you to create something bigger than yourself, that will position you as an authority and have prospects reaching out to you, that will open endless doors of opportunity. building an audience that positions me as an authority has been game changing for me. Sharing a stage with Tony Robbins, 2 Comma Club awards, being interviewed on Smart Passive Income with Pat Flynn, Entrepreneurs on Fire, constantly, every single time I open my email or my Instagram or my Facebook messages with opportunities at every single level, because I've positioned myself as an authority through building a tribe. It's been game changing for me. And this will enable you to never have to worry about money again, so you can focus on doing what you love. One of my clients, Tracy, she implemented exactly what I'm sharing with you, and creating an unstoppable dream for your business. This idea of a website and promoting and selling your services. I have these products, I have these services, buy or don't buy. It's ridiculous. When I realized as a coach that I was on the phone trying to have a prospect become a client, and if they did become a client, awesome. If they didn't, I would be kind of saying, okay, well, when you can afford it, come back to me and we'll talk about it. It's ridiculous. I have a passion to change and transform people's lives. And I want to give as much value as I can, so that whether people can afford me or not, they can get as much wisdom and knowledge as they possibly can, so that when they are ready, that they need that thing that I have in their life, they need that solution, I'm the first person that they come to. I am on the top of their mind. So we start with the unstoppable dream that inspires people to want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. The unstoppable dream is a short statement that inspires your audience towards greatness in their life, in the area of your niche. It has a specific numerical goal. It's big, it's audacious, and inspires people to want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Comment in the chat box, do you have an unstoppable dream? Comment dream in the chat box if you have a big dream for your life and your business. So my unstoppable dream, Brandy. Brandy's always the first to respond. Brandy, dream. These names. Clarencia. It's a beautiful name. Yes, Mark. Awesome. So my unstoppable dream, to summarize how you create an unstoppable dream, is to help the number 10,000, to help 100,000 audience, coaches, consultants, and online business owners to build their tribes of 10,000 people and together impact 1 billion lives. To help 100,000 coaches, consultants, and online business owners to build their tribes of 10,000 people and together impact 1 billion lives. How audaciously crazy does that sound? My goal is to impact 1 billion lives by helping 100,000 coaches, consultants, experts to build their tribes of 10,000 people. And we are on this crazy journey together. It keeps me awake at night. It gets me up early in the morning. It's unstoppable because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until I fulfill this mission in my life. It's my life's purpose. So I want you to think about, what is your unstoppable dream? How many lives are you impacting? Who are those people that you're impacting? And what are you helping them to achieve? Think about that. Write it down. Then we have the unstoppable dream. And then the second tribe builder principle is that we have to connect with our audience's hell on earth. Right? So what is it that your audience want to move away from? So in marketing terms, we're either inspired to head towards something, a goal, a vision, a dream in our life, whether it's to get the house of our dreams or the amount of money, a salary of our dreams, whether it's to retire early, whether it's to have that dream body so that we can be on the beach and feel comfortable and confident, whatever it is that you work in. It could be a relationship coach to have that dream kind of relationship and family, or we're inspired to move away from something, moving away from the fact that this is not my situation, but it could be that when I was younger, that my parents said, you will never amount to much. Yeah. Or maybe that when you were younger, you were told that you're a fat kid and, you're fat and ugly. And therefore you want to move away from that, which is why you pursue health and why you pursue being in the gym and a good body and all that kind of good stuff, right? So we're either inspired to move towards something or to move away from something. So with a tribe, we do both. We have both. So we've got to connect with our audience as hell on earth. And this is kind of simple stuff, but not many people really think about this with regards to their audience. What is the number one tangible problem that keeps your audience awake at night? If you know that, comment in the chat box, let me know. What is the number one tangible problem that keeps your audience awake at night? And tangible being, it's not, I don't feel happy. It's not abstract, right? I have people, I work with a whole spectrum of people. And I have people that maybe work in this spiritual kind of coach, and they come and say, well, the number one tangible problem that keeps my audience awake at night is that they're thinking about life beyond the now and this kind of moment in time. What is the tangible problem that keeps them awake at night, that impacts their health, their relationships, their family? Once we understand that, that's what we can aggravate and use to motivate them towards the unstoppable dream. What is it that your audience wants to move away from in their life? Really important foundational stuff. The most successful tribes take their audience away from their hell on earth and towards the unstoppable dream. Once we've created, we understand what the unstoppable dream is and what we call the away from rally cry is, then we turn that information into a manifesto, which is a primary piece of marketing that binds our audience together. So this is our manifesto for We Build Tribes. I won't read it all, but you can see how the themes flow throughout everything that I do and teach. So 10,000 people woke up this morning shedding private tears because they need a solution to their problem. You have that solution, go find them. In a world of increasing isolation, be the campfire that attracts friends, laughter, and authentic moments of transformation. Be their leader, be their servant, be their guide, but whatever you do, make sure that you be. Give someone a smile, give them money, give them a moment. Whenever you have the capacity to do so, give. This is the manifesto that we talk about so often in our community. People print it off, they put it on their walls, and I teach my clients to create these beautiful manifestos, right? That inspires your audience, brings them together at that deeper level. How beautiful are they? Powerful, inspirational, right? Tribe Builder principle number 3, create a roadmap that guides your audience towards their unstoppable dream. This is so exciting. This is what takes your business away from that old model to that model of building a tribe. That unstoppable dream is the ultimate place that we want to achieve in our lives. But then we create this roadmap that shows your audience every single step that they need to follow in order to achieve that goal. They receive certificates for achieving each and every step when they achieve those awards. And the ultimate award offers the ultimate recognition. So I'll show you in a minute, right? The premise here is that so often we think that once a prospect has become a client and that's it. That's never my goal. Once a prospect has become a client, I want to take them on a journey so that ultimately they come to this place of torchbearer. They've been through my products, my services, they've achieved their unstoppable dream. Now they are this raving fan that's shouting about my work from the rooftops because it's transformed their lives and the lives of their audience. So this is the roadmap that we have. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. Make sure type I can see if you can see on the screen. So our goal is to help our audience to build a tribe of 10,000 people. But there are various steps along the way. So building a tribe of 100 people, we want to celebrate that. It's the first media interview, first sale, first event, building a tribe of 1,000 people, 100,000 in sales, running 6 event, podcast launch, book launch, tribe of 5,000 people, 216 sales, 6 media appearances. Every single step of the way, my clients get these certificates that has the logo, it has their name on it, it's signed by me, and they are printing these out and they're receiving them in the post and they're putting them on the wall and they're taking pictures and they're posting them on social media, and the audience is saying, help me, I want to do this too. I want to do this too, right? But we get to that ultimate stage of the Tribe of 10,000 award. We have, so this is a certificate, but we have this beautiful wooden award. I love this tribe for parents. I can never build a tribe on, which is called Practical the awards there. Yep. So now we have this vision, this goal, this journey that we're taking people on. This is no longer the old model of building a business. It's a new model. It inspires the audience to achieve greatness in their life and to do so together as a community so we can achieve much more together than we can do apart. Okay, cool. So that's the three of the 8 Tribe Builder principles. I don't have time to go into all of them today. There's so much more content that I want to give you, but I really want you to grasp the overall kind of big picture here because it'll be game changing for your business. So the Movement Launchpad, we focus on Facebook groups. Why not a Facebook page? Well, you work hard to get people to like your page. Then when you post on your page, your audience don't see your content. I have managed Facebook pages for Richard Branson, the Virgin brands, some of the biggest hotel chains and restaurant chains in the UK. And it was great back in the day when you posted and there's this big audience and the audience were engaging with you and it's really, really cool. It doesn't work like that now. You focus and work hard to get people to like your page, but Facebook restrict the ability for people to see that post unless you pay them. Facebook pages are paid to play. But listen, with a Facebook group, you embed the 8 Tribe Builder principles. You can generate leads for free by hitting 2 key algorithms. So there are 2 key algorithms that you must hit on Facebook, and let me show you what happens. One is the amount of people joining your group, and the other is the amount of engagement taking place in your group. If you get those 2 things right, this is one of my clients sent me a screenshot. They had 1,125 people wanting to join their group overnight. If you get these 2 things right, all of my clients do, by the way, Facebook will promote you in the suggested groups column. I don't know if you've seen the suggested groups column on Facebook, but Facebook suggests that you join certain groups, and it suggests the groups that have similar interests to the nature of other groups that you've joined, of Facebook pages that you've liked. So basically Facebook, totally the reverse of Facebook pages. With Facebook groups, Facebook is promoting your group to your direct market, target market, encouraging your target market to join your group at no cost to you whatsoever. Isn't that game changing? Like, comment in the chat box if you are excited about that as I am. That was game changing for my business and for every single one of my clients, right? So we talked about movement. Andy, let's do this. Woo. We talked about movement. Let's talk about monetization. This, again, is where my passion lies. So I have what I call the 100 trust point system. I hated sales. I literally hated sales. I struggled to sell my service at $100 an hour when I first started my business. I was on the phone talking to people, and when it came to, or talking to prospects, and when it came to talking about the product or service, I'd just be really kind of cagey and find it awkward. And I would just say, okay, well, look, what I'll do is I'll send you an email that will detail the costs and the prices. And if you're interested, just get back to me. Guess what happened? They never got back to me. They never got back. And I realized that I needed to feel congruent as a coach in the way that I could help people to change and transform their lives and give value, so that I wanted to reverse the situation. Instead of feeling awkward and pushy, I wanted people to come to me. And I started to have this premise in my mind that every single prospect has a trust point bank. And we've got to fill the audience, the prospect's trust point bank, with 100 trust points before we even start talking about a product or a service, right? When I used to run Facebook ads, I would run Facebook ads and people would download, say, a checklist, an ebook or something, and they would put their phone number in, and I'd give them a call. And the conversation would go like this. I'd be like, hey, John, it's Mark here. You downloaded my ebook on Facebook with regards to, let's say, building a Facebook group. I just want to know, how did you go with that? And they'd be like, sorry, who's this? Oh, it's Mark. You downloaded my thing on Facebook, and I just want to see how you went with it. It's really awesome stuff, and you really enjoy it. How did you go? Sorry, I still don't know who this is. Sorry, I download so much stuff on Facebook that I can't remember who you are. You've got to then convince this person of your authority before you can even talk about a product. I didn't want that. So I thought, if I can give value, as much value as I can, 100 trust points in the trust point bank, people will come to me. So let me show you how this works. So whether you're bringing people in through paid leads or free leads, we've got which might be through a lead magnet, we have the Facebook group. All of my roads lead to my Facebook group of 34,500 people. It's called We Build Tribes on Facebook. Whether we have a Facebook ad and we have a landing page, on the landing page, they would be encouraged to join the group. The email sequence, they'd be encouraged to join the group. I have a podcast. I'm interviewing the most amazing people. And on the podcast, I'm telling people to join the group. Everything leads to the group. And then when they're in the group, we're giving value every single day. We're going live with content. We're giving information, wisdom, posts that will help people to change and transform their lives, to build their tribes. So all of my clients are in their groups giving value, 50 trust points in the trust point bank. Then they reach out to me every single day. They reach out to me and say, Mark, I love that live that you did. I loved something that you said about X. Can I have a conversation with you? So we book them into a 15-minute call. And then if we feel like we can help them, we'll book them into an hour's call. right? And in between, we ask them to watch a video that gives them context about our values and how we can help them. And we ask for 3 specific questions that is the homework. So then they turn up to the 50 trust point call. They've already had 15 minutes with me. There's 50 trust points in the trust point bank already. They've had 15 minutes with me in the call. They've had 20 minutes in the video. Now we've got the 50 trust point call where we give nothing but value. By the end of the time of that call, they're saying, Mark, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. Just tell me. Just tell me what the product is. Tell me how much it is. I want to work with you. Then they become a client, and then we work towards them become being torchbearer. And let's say they're not a good fit. Let's say for whatever reason, it's not right for them right now. I say, cool, that's awesome. Stay in the group and let me give as much value as I possibly can so that when you're ready, then you can come back to me. I promise you not, every single month we have people reaching out to us saying, Mark, I spoke to you 3 weeks ago. I spoke to you a year ago. I spoke to you 3 months ago. Now I'm ready. My goal in my business is to create this unstoppable dream, to inspire my audience to achieve greatness in their life through building a tribe that increases their income and their impact, to give them as much value as I possibly can to help them to do it, so that when they're ready, they come to me as the go-to expert, right? Trust points in the Trust Point Bank, to make sure that I have this ever flow of people coming in saying, Mark, I'm ready. They have 100 trust points in the Trust Point Bank. This is game changing for your business. I never have to do sleazy sales calls. People just reach out and they say, Mark, I love the webinar that you did with Charles. I love seeing you on with Tony Robbins. How can you help me? That was game changing, not just for my business, not just for me financially, but for my mental well-being, because I hated sales calls. I hated the nature of sleazy sales calls because it wasn't in my nature as a coach to operate at that level. This was more authentic. Now we convert 80% of qualified leads. How awesome is that? Comment in the chat box if you think that is awesome as I do, so that I can have some water. So remember how I said that if we hit those 2 key algorithms, one is the amount of people joining your group, the other is the engagement taking place in your group, then Facebook will promote you in the suggested groups column. Well, we start with an outbound messaging strategy. This is a beautiful process that speaks to the specific pain points of the audience. So we message people on Facebook and inspires them with your unstoppable dream, inviting them to become a part of a like-minded community of people who have the same goal. Excuse me. We send 40 messages per day to your direct target market on Facebook, encouraging them to join your tribe. You've got to be careful. We've run this every single day without fail, every weekday since we launched our group in 2013. That's about 41,600 messages. The strategies that do and don't work. And we have a great relationship with Facebook and we speak to them regularly so we know what works and what doesn't. But this is game changing. Let me screenshot exactly what's happened. So, Tommy, September 24, 2019, we send this message to Tommy. And it says, I hope you don't mind me sending you a quick message. I see that we have shared a passion to help improve people's lives. If you are absolutely addicted to helping people transform their lives, then I would love to invite you to consider joining our movement of 31,000 coaches at that time. Together we're on a mission to build our own tribes, so I go into the unstoppable dream. Then there's a paragraph on authority. I've spent 21 years of tribe building. My first tribe featured in 200 media outlets became a TV show. Join us and access daily resources and free content right here. This is what happens next. So Tommy joins the group. And in the group, we have a welcome post. Every day we have a welcome post that has a free gift. So in the welcome post, it's watch the introduction video, watch or gain access to our free gift, which was how to build a 6 to 7-figure Facebook group without a big brand ad budget. And then we tag them. So Tommy receives a notification on Facebook to say you've been accepted to join the group and a notification to say that you've been tagged in a post. So Tommy's like, why is Mark tagging me? I'm heading up. So Tommy sees this post, dives into the training. As a result of the training, we encourage people to book in a call. Tommy books in a call on the 27th of September, his time, right? This was last year. But this happens every single week, right? On the 1st of October, Tommy agreed to join our $15,000 program, all in the space of 8 days with no paid marketing spend whatsoever. Why? Well, because the outbound messaging strategy, he was invited. It's not sleazy sales. He's invited to join a community of like-minded people that gives him value every single day. He joined. He got the value in the group. So whilst he booked in for the masterclass, the webinar, the training, he was also in the group learning from the Facebook Live, learning from the content that we shared. The 100 trust points in the Trust Point Bank were being filled. So by the time that he got to the call, there were so many trust points in the Trust Point Bank. The value was there that he just wanted to jump into the program. We get this every single day. This isn't stressful. This is easy. This is effortless. We're making money and changing lives. How game-changing would this be for your business? Comment in the chat box. Let me know. Yeah. So we start with the outbound messaging strategy, and people say to me, "Oh, Mark, I don't feel comfortable doing that, and I don't feel that that's right for me." And I hear that all the time, and I say, try it for 7 days. Just try it for 7 days and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen, right? And this is a message from one of my clients. I just had to comment. We've been going through the process of building our group using Mark's technique, and I'm very impressed. I approached it honestly with some skepticism, but we decided to try it. My partner and I each do 40 a day, 20 in the morning, 20 in the evening, with groups. Now, let's talk about media. If you really want to take your message and change and transform people's lives, the media is a powerful tool for that. But once you've built your movement, then you know how to monetize your movement. Then appear in the media. Focus on appearing in the media. Don't leave money on the table, right? So trying to appear in the media. And not, like I said at the beginning, the guy that I spoke to in TV in his country was on the verge of going bankrupt, right? It's what I call the tribe to authority loop. We build a movement. Because we have credibility around us, the media open to sharing our story because credibility equals authority, right? So then we appear in the media, and because of that, more people join our community. And therefore, the more media are open to sharing our story. And this is beautiful tribe to authority loop where you're now accelerated to a whole new level and the doors of opportunity open. Every time I appear in the media, emails, get messages, wanting to work together, seeking opportunities. It's game changing. And it was game changing for me. I've appeared on Pat Flynn's Smart Passive Income, generated about $150,000 through doing so. I recently appeared on Entrepreneurs on Fire, incredible. Helps people who, it's called Living Life After Loss. So people that have lost somebody they love. And she said, Mark, I want to appear in the media. I said, no, do this right. Let's build the tribe first. Then we'll get you in the media and watch what happens. So that's what we did. She built her tribe. We took her story to a site called Mamma Mia, which is a very popular Australian online site. She became Apple's #1 trending news story with her story. Marie's husband told her he'd call at 7:30 a.m. By 7:31 a.m., she knew he had died, right? 1,000 people joined her tribe overnight, and they were reaching out saying, Marie, I need your services. I need you to help me. I'm in this situation. Totally catapulted her to authority status because she built it in the right way. Amazing, right? Many of our clients have appeared in the media through going through this process. Daria was in this local newspaper as a result of appearing from the Spectrum lady. Marie again was featured on the Good Health magazine and was about to give up. Before Kat worked with me, the year before, she made $90,000.
Mark's trust point system point
corporate job because he wasn't making. Brandy says, I commit myself today and turn them into high your eyes and vision. Woke up this morning needing you. Ask yourself this, how important is it for you to implement my tribe to authority system to ensure that you're increasing your income and your impact? Would you like to benefit from generating free leads on Facebook every single day and turning them into high ticket clients with no marketing spend whatsoever? Would you like the opportunity to work with me to help you to build your Facebook group and turn it? Are you ready to build your tribe of 10,000 people? So I said to you at the beginning, I don't have a $2,000 offer for you today. I'm sorry if you're disappointed that you're wanting to jump up. Valued at $297. The delivery and support, you'll gain access to over 18 videos, which will be taking you through the step-by-step process, taking you no longer than an hour a day to complete. You post your homework and questions in our private Facebook group. Myself and the team will respond to every question and help you refine every piece of homework. Every piece of homework. There is not a question, there's not a comment that we don't respond to. We see everything. We've had over 200 people in any one challenge. Incredible, right? We have a design and copywriting mentors who will be on hand to make sure that you build a tribe that connects with your audience at a deeper, powerful level. So we have design and copywriting teams to help you. We have tech $1 wealth triangle. I teach you how to turn one product into 3 products. So one piece of IP into 3 products. Bonus number 2, the live graduation webinar in which I will teach you level a $1 wealth triangle. Bonus 2. But I was thinking, how else can I give more value and benefit to Charles's audience? Some lead generation tool. Really
now by just saying, wow, the group launcher live.